choke. Hey guys, welcome back to the MX Garage. This time we're gonna start a brand new project, and with that, a new build series. This behind me is Murry. I got it for free. It hasn't run in like 3 or 5 years, I'm not quite sure. The front wheels were completely empty. On top of that, the motor didn't run. After this video, I will make another video where I get it fast and then lower it and try to race it. Enjoy, get some snacks, and thanks for watching. The wheels and the entire mower is quite massive. I think the back wheels are like 50% bigger than my normal tires. It has a 2-cylinder boxer engine. As you probably already noticed, the back is missing. I chopped it off since I want to lower the seat. I might not lower the entire lawnmower for now, just the seating position, but that will already lower the seat by probably 30 centimeters. I found out when I tried to start it that the starter motor, the gear was broken, so it wouldn't turn the engine. So now I got a new gear, and in a short while I will try to start it. I mounted the starter motor back on, and it seems to fit well, but I unplugged the spark plugs for now. And I'm just gonna give it a crank to see if it starts spinning. And when I stop, this gear should fall down. So let's see how it goes. It seems good. I can see that the gear jumps up and goes down. I'm happy with that. I put some fuel in and plugged the spark plugs. So now it's time to start it. Choke. Okay, I will check and diagnose if it has spark. What I found out is that there's good fuel flow through this tube. I took this off, that's why the catch can is here, and it poured off fuel, so that is good. So it's either the vacuum pump or the carburetor. My guess is that the carburetor needs a proper cleaning, and so I will have to take it off and then give it a cleaning. I took the carburetor apart, and I can see if I touch here, it's completely dry, so there's not been any fuel inside. Let's see if you can see it. There's a needle here, so probably this was stuck. I will give it a little bit of a clean, then I will put it back together, and hopefully we got fuel. After fiddling a little bit more with the carburetor, the vacuum pump on it started leaking, so I tried to seal it. Obviously this didn't work. So I went to the shop and asked if they had a new one. And he recommended me to buy a knockoff online, since the new one is actually, or the original one is quite expensive. So now I found a new one for roughly 300 crowns. And it will be here Monday, meaning that for the next week I probably can't work on it. So I will focus on something else. And the something else is this. I got the wheels refurbished, so I got the new rubbers on it and also a new tube. And I went for a different style. In comparison, this is how it used to look. I'm gonna try out this design. Might be better, might be worse, but let's figure it out together. I mounted the wheels, and this is how it looks. Let me show you. As mentioned earlier, it's a bit of a different design. What I did is enlarge the hole with a drill and then use those quick releases. So if it's needed, it's easy to swap them. And it will also keep the wheel better in place, and the other ones keep on breaking. I have some, but I honestly prefer this method. The next thing I will probably do is focus on the seating. What I want to do is put the seat quite far forward, so roughly in this area, for the weight balance. This is what I did. I can open it completely, and I added this bracket and strengthened it with the other piece of metal I had left over. And obviously I will put something in the back as well, but for now it looks like this. And here we are. I tried to sit in it, and this is the furthest position the seat goes back. And that fits me quite well. Just to give you an idea how much I actually removed of the height, this spring and bracket used to be roughly here, and you can see I easily chopped off 20 centimeters. I was thinking about it, and maybe I will turn the rear fender around. I just mocked it up right now. Obviously, I will cut it down the middle and stretch it out. Then I would weld the plate and make it nice in the back. I quite like that it's going so far down in the back. I think it gives it a really cool look. Instead of having it like here, going to the front. Of course, this will also be filled in, but then having it go further down. I think this might be cool, but that will be another day since it's quite late, so most likely I will see you tomorrow. It's a couple of days later. After taking the carburetor apart to clean it, it started leaking everywhere. So I ordered a new one. I got a kit, so I also got an air filter, some spark plugs, oil, fuel filter, and some gaskets. So I will put everything together and show you and hopefully I will be able to drive it afterwards. Now the carburetor is installed and also hooked up the throttle and the choke, so I can just control it from here. I will just give it a turn and see if it starts. Damn, that was loud. Next up, I will install the exhaust again. Then I will go for a test run. Let's just see if it starts again. The battery is a bit dead. Great, it runs. So exhaust and air filter, that's the next thing I will do. So I will show you when it's done. I added the air filter and also the exhaust, but I'm missing some bolts, as you can see here. Those I used for the other lawnmower for the exhaust setup. So for now I just use some metal zip ties to hold it in place, and later I will change it and get the right bolts. So this was the first test run. We drove 12 kilometers an hour, and the reason why it suddenly got louder was my temporary fix. Of course didn't last, but it runs and it drives. You can also see that most likely I need to change the belt, but I will do that anyway when I pulley swap it. We got the Murry running, but there's still a long way to go. I made a list of things I want to do to it to get it race ready. With the motor, I want to of course remove the governor and add a gas pedal, make sure that the exhaust is not falling off, as well as with the other one I have the digital RPM tacho, which is quite handy to know if you're over revving it. And it also needs an oil change, since I'm sure it didn't get an oil change in the last 3 to 5 years. The driveline will also be updated. The front pulley, rear pulley, the clutch, and also we need a new belt. as well as the gearbox. I'm not gonna weld the diff or anything like that for now, but I will add some oil in it since it's spinning faster and it needs additional cooling. When driving it, I could feel that it needs to be lowered quite a lot. Even in the low speeds, I could already feel that if I would go 20-30 kilometers faster, it will probably flip over. So I will lower the seat as much as possible, basically down to the frame, and remove what I did. That was just a quick fix, and I wanted to see if that is enough. Additionally, it will need the rear fender done after I lowered the seat, and the front wheels I also am gonna lower it a little bit so it gives it a better stance. And the front is quite easy to lower by a couple of centimeters, so that will be quick. Remember, I'm doing it on a time crunch, so if I would have more time, we'll do more to it. I also need to add some safety features: front bumper, rear bumper, and a cutoff switch. I removed the cutoff switch from the seat, and I will have a tether so if you fall off, the engine stops. And additionally, I have some other things if I have time for it, which is painting it and race numbers, footrest, and some other things like a battery mount, maybe changing the steering wheel so it's further down. But I will keep you updated, and please like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And we're starting off with a whole new racing mower, so that's exciting. The list I have here is just the points I will get through. It's not gonna be necessary that order, but it just helps me keep track of what I need to do. And thank you for watching again. See you in the next video. Bye.